Behind the books is an old box of Monopoly, covered in dust and stains. I had never seen a Monopoly board with Piccadilly Circus and Kensington Gardens on it. On a balled-up piece of paper, 3 children had drawn crooked columns under their names and totted up the amounts they had made in real estate. The houses, red, blue, and yellow, are still arranged in unsteady rows, as if after the game was over the children played with the miniature plastic houses on a foreign land that they called their monopoly. How did they build houses on gardens that had no aralaya with sticky, oozing milk or red hibiscus spilling over off tiled roof? How could those children born, where the gods lived in every tree, build their homes in a strange land without those gods? At the time, I just felt like writing something about Sri Lanka, which I've always felt, kind of guilty about not knowing so much about my own home culture, my own place where I'm from. And so I started writing this. I take a lot of time in choosing what I write and picking the words out. A lot of times it starts off with me having a general conception of what I want to go for, and just kind of building off descriptive language and then general ideas, and then using that to fit around a general plot or conception or characters that I want, and that kind of builds up to the final product. I try to keep the focus, especially when it comes to personal things, to a younger self, and in this story it's when I'm much younger, when I'm 6 and 7 and 8, and I think there I try to keep a sense of innocence that's constantly prevailing, and by doing so I can kind of at least attempt to see through the nimbus that is life or whatever is happening. So after I wrote this piece, I gave it to my advisor, Mr. Baker, and he read it over and he thought it was really good. I don't really like my pieces whenever I write them, but he thought it was really good, and so I was thinking about, submitting something, because I was always interested in submitting things to writing contests, and he recommended I submit it, so mostly because of him, my advisor, Mr. Baker. Even if it's from the heart, it could be something that is of high quality and respected amongst a group of writers.